A recent incident allegedly involving a male attorney and a female jail inmate is being investigated by state and local law enforcement officers.
An urban eyesore has become a patch of green, and area forests are experiencing many more wildfires than they did in the past.
The heat is back on across East Alabama. We'll have the complete forecast details about the heat coming up.
Coming up in sports, one local volleyball team is getting ready to defend a state championship. They are hosting a skills camp this week. We have more on that skills camp in just a minute as EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
An attorney is under investigation by local and state law enforcement officials. The Anniston Star says that Calhoun County Sheriff Matthew Wade has confirmed that his office is looking into an alleged incident in the county jail involving a male attorney and a female inmate. Wade said that his investigators are working with the state attorney general's office to determine the nature and scope of the situation. He added that he can't discuss the specifics until that investigation is completed.
Anniston officials say a previously vacant lot at the corner of 12th and Noble Streets has been transformed using dirt taken from another city project. The lot has been filled in with dirt from the Chief Ladiga Trail construction project, thanks to the contractors on that project, B&B Developers. The once empty hole, which was to have been the site of a downtown hotel until that deal fell apart, has been filled and seeded with grass. To ensure public safety and to prepare the site for future community uses, a new fence has been built around the area. The Main Street Anniston team is currently brainstorming ideas on ways to use this space for the enjoyment of local residents.
And when we come back, wildfires are becoming much more common across Alabama.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Alabama has reported many more wildfires in recent years, and experts expect that trend to continue as climate change fuels hotter and drier conditions. A study by the Lending Tree Company shows that Alabama wildfires have increased by 160% in recent years. That's far above the national average increase of 17%. The only state with a higher increase was Arkansas. The report says that wildfires in Alabama increased from 1,040 in 2021 to 2,710 in 2022. Total losses from wildfires in the state are expected to be more than $700,000 each year.
Today is the public's last chance to submit comments regarding the Environmental Protection Agency's proposed remediation plan for Choccolocca Creek. The EPA expects to spend at least $85.2 million to clean up the PCB contamination from the former Monsanto plant in Anniston, and it has held several public hearings to explain its plan. People who want to comment can still send emails to the EPA until midnight tonight. The address for Pam Scully, the EPA official in charge of the project, is scully.pam@epa.gov. Once all the comments are recorded, the next step will be for the EPA to finalize and publish its proposed plan. Among the proposals are excavating PCB-contaminated soil, dredging Choccolocca Creek from West Anniston to the Coosa River, and putting a new soil management plan into effect.
When we return, a new lab has been set up to teach the teachers.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Area teachers who specialize in science, technology, engineering, and math classes, known collectively as STEM, have a new resource. It's a new model STEM lab, and it's being offered by the Regional In-Service Center at Jacksonville State University. The lab is the result of a partnership between Jack State and the Alabama Technology in Motion program. It's designed to be an inspiring environment that sparks curiosity and creativity for teachers who come to the In-Service Center for training. Created to demonstrate cutting-edge robots and technology, the lab offers hands-on experiences that many local teachers may not have encountered before. The center's director, Valerie Curtis, said in a news release that this lab will give STEM instructors innovative ideas back to their classrooms. The goal is to provide students with the skills in computer science and robotics they will need in the modern workforce. Man, it was a beautiful day today.
It was, wasn't it? Because the rain finally out of here, at least for 24 hours.
That's right.
And the sun was shining. Yeah, perfect summer day.
Let's do it again tomorrow.
Hey, maybe John Holder will tell us that we can do that. John Holder is, by the way, standing by right now in the Weather Center to give us the full forecast.
Mike and Katie, summertime weather for late July and early August is just like what we've had today, and we do indeed have more coming tomorrow and the rest of the work week. We'll have the complete forecast details next.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Yesterday, we hit our normal high and our normal low exactly, and we've done that again today. 91 for the high. There's our normal. 71 for the low this morning. There's the normal. Record high temperature 100 degrees. The record low a cool 54. The sun rising tomorrow again at 5:55 and sun setting tonight once again at 7:45. Here's Tuesday weather on your street on McClellan Boulevard in Weaver. We're looking at a small rain chance. There might be a couple of showers out there. Chance of any one location seeing some rain for tonight is about 1 in 3. 73 for the low tonight out in Weaver. Coming up tomorrow, more of the same, really an exact copy of today. Heat advisory will be the big thing that's different tomorrow. So on Stripland Drive in Hobson City, we're going to be looking at 94 for the high tomorrow, about a 1 in 3 chance of an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. And we do have a heat advisory that will be in effect all day tomorrow, basically from late morning into the evening hours. Heat index values around 105 coming up tomorrow afternoon. And as we look at the rest of the work week across East Alabama, Black Creek Parkway in Gadsden, that's where Gadsden City High School is. That's where Coosa Christian is. That means football practice is going on. Yeah, they're in full gear right now. Heat and showers will be the story. So those football players out there, when they're not dealing with heat, they're going to be dealing with rain, not only in Gadsden, but all across East Alabama. And highs are going to remain in the 90s for the rest of the work week. Here's the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. Look at the 90s all the way across the board for about the next 6 days. 30 to 40% rain chances in the afternoon and early evening hours with the heating of the day. Nighttime lows only really in the mid-70s, so not cool at all in the overnight hours. And again, with the moisture that we have in place, that's going to send heat index values for the next couple of days well over 100 degrees, maybe as high as 105 or 106 degrees as far as what it feels like on your skin out there. So be careful with the heat. And highs again stay in the 90s. Maybe a respite coming in about a week or so, but for the most part, classic summertime weather for late July and early August here in East Alabama. Now, we want to tell you about this heat advisory. You see all these counties here, back into Mississippi, up into southern Tennessee, in the entire state of Alabama, over into west and central Georgia. Every county you see that has orange in the shade, that means there is a heat advisory in effect 10 a.m. tomorrow morning to 9 o'clock tomorrow night for us here in the Gadsden, Anniston, Heflin areas. That's what we're looking at. So from late morning all the way well into the evening hours past sunset, that heat advisory will be in effect. Heat index values 105 to 106 during the day tomorrow. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m., breaking down your Wednesday at a glance. And of course, I'll be back here tomorrow night for EAN Local News as we'll take a look at the weather forecast for all of East Alabama in depth as always. Right now in sports, the Pleasant Valley volleyball team won a state championship. They're trying for another one. Namath Pitts has all the details right now in sports. Namath?
Thanks, John. One local volleyball team is hosting a skills camp this week in preparation of the upcoming season. Jennifer Bryant-Mann won 3 state championships as a volleyball player at Pleasant Valley. She won 1 state championship as an assistant coach. She now takes over a Pleasant Valley program that won the Class 2A state championship last year. Pleasant Valley returns All-State player Lily Henry. The skills camp this week is being led by Randy Gardner, who is the Bama Elite Volleyball Club Director. The varsity team has 2 sessions from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. The junior high session is from 2:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. We talked with Randy Gardner, the instructor of the camp, who talked about the camp and what Pleasant Valley was focusing on.
So what we're teaching here today is all about ball control and serving for this camp that we are putting on for Pleasant Valley. We travel all over the country, been to probably 7 different states this summer. But what we do is we teach the first ball contacts and really hammer away on that, how they pass the ball and then serve the ball on a consistent basis. Because if you can do those 2 well, you can do well in volleyball.
Randy Gardner is from Indiana but has lived in Alabama for a while now. He helps assist with different volleyball activities that take place at Supreme Courts in Guntersville. Randy talked about how his relationship began with Pleasant Valley, which led to him leading their camp this week.
I've gotten to know the Pleasant Valley staff. The guys are just formally retired. And I've gotten to know Coach over the last few years coming to all these camps, and those guys also come into Supreme Courts to do our team camps over the years. Year in and year out, they're a team to be reckoned with in the state title chase, and I expect them to continue doing it for years on, and I think if they do that, that's where our friendship will keep growing year in and year out.
Pleasant Valley wrapped up day 1 today and will continue tomorrow with day 2. Randy talked about what day 2 will consist of and talked about the differences from day 1 to day 2, if any.
Tomorrow's session will be about attacking, offensive connection, and a lot of little details like that. A lot more team play, and really trying to get them ready for the end of their preseason and getting ready for the high school season since it's just right around the corner. That's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for that update, Namath, and thank you for watching us today. You can find us here every weeknight on Facebook, YouTube, and on our website.
That's right. Just go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you back here Wednesday for your news on your schedule.